Hello guys, welcome to this new video. Today I'm gonna push with one eye. I had Tuesday something in my eye and I needed something to get the irritating feeling away. So that's the reason why I'm pushing with one eye. I'm gonna play with this Goblin Giant double Prince deck and we're gonna see what we can do. I'm right now at 6,889 and 2,300 in the world. We're gonna see if we can take a win and get to 6,900 and if we can get the legendary king chest. We are going to start with the spear goblins at the bridge. He goes with wall breakers, so we go with dark prince on the left because the spear goblins will take down the right side. So that's pretty good for us. He uses lock, so we can go with the goblin gang. He also has dark prince, I guess, so we go with bats now. Hopefully he doesn't play something that kills the bats. The cannon card is onto the tower. That's not what we want, of course, but yeah, we can do anything about it now. We go with the prince in the back, see what he does. He doesn't play anything, so we go with the goblin giant. Ooh, he goes with the recruit, so we go with spear goblins. We need to kill that hunter, but we also need to defend our right side, so we go with the goblin gang. The prince will deal a lot of damage and the spear goblins take down the hunter. That's what we want. We're gonna see. We will let the spear goblins take some damage because we need to defend his wall breakers soon. Maybe also with the bandit, but we will see. We go with bats in the left back because there is the tower that we have the most damage. He goes with the wall breakers. We go with the dark prince. And then we go with the goblin giant in front of the dark prince. And we go with the spear goblins. That's now a lot of damage that we get. Yeah, the cannon card is dead. He just logged in time, so the dark prince doesn't get a hit. Pretty good from him, of course. Now we go with the goblin gang on top of his hunter. And then we're gonna see. He goes with the spear goblins. We go with the bats then to defend. And then we go with the dark prince on the right side because he goes with the wall breakers on the right side. And then we start a push with the goblin giant in the back with the prince behind it. And now we're gonna see if we need to defend the right side. I guess so. We go with the goblin gang. We go with the zap on top of his spear goblin so we can go with the bats. And this was a pretty solid defense. We go with the spear goblins on top of his cannon card. He goes again with the recruits. We go with the dark prince on the right side. Hopefully he comes with, yeah, he goes with the bandit so we can go with the fireball. We go with the goblin gang and we go with the zap. Good luck from him. That's a lot of damage. We will lose the first match, sadly, because of the fireball. Sad, this first match wasn't the best match. Hopefully we can get now 2 wins and get to the 6,900 trophies. We open first the silver chest. Nothing good, because all my commons and rares can go to max, so we're nothing with the commons and the rares. We go with the goblin gang at the bridge. He zaps pretty good. Then we can start with the bats in the back. He goes with electro giant, so we go with the dark prince on the left with spear goblins and a goblin giant in front of it. And then we go with the regular prince to defend the electro giant soon. If we have enough elixir, of course. Now we have enough elixir, so we can go with the prince. We wait till the baby dragon is on to the tower, so we can go with the goblin gang to defend his mini P.E.K.K.A. His electro giant and mega minion will take down the tower. Pretty good for him, of course. Not so good for me. Now I don't know really what to do. He zaps. That's good for us, of course. We can go then with the Dark Prince on the right back, with the bats and then the Goblin Giant. He goes with the Sparky, pretty good. We go with the Goblin Giant then here, because of the Sparky. We need to zap his Sparky now. Hopefully the Dark Prince charges into the tower and the Sparky. It does. Pretty good for us, of course, now. We can fireball the Sparky away, but we wait till he plays something else inside of it, inside of the range. We're gonna see. It goes with the Baby Dragon. Will he go with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. too? No, not yet, but we're gonna fireball because we don't want the Sparky to get a connection. He goes with the Electro Giant on the right side. We go then with the Dark Prince, the regular Prince, and the Goblin Giant soon on the left side. We will get the hit onto the Dark Prince. It doesn't matter, we're gonna zap the Sparky now. And then we now need to defend the right side, so we go with the Dark Prince on the right. And then we go with the Prince on the right to defend his Electro Giant. We also go with the Spear Goblins. And I think we need to go with the bats on top of the Sparky, I'm not sure. I don't think so, so we go with the bats and the Goblin Giant on the right side. We're going to zap his Sparky again. And hopefully we can fireball it away now, but I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna fireball now. We go with the Prince on the left side because he went with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. He also go with the Electro Giant, and the Mega Minion. We're gonna fireball that, and we go with bats on the left. We go with the zap on the with bats on the right for the Sparky, and then with the zap on the left. Now he doesn't play anything dangerous, so we go with the Prince in the back. We go with the Dark Prince on the right because he used his Sparky, and then we go with Spear Goblins on top of his Baby Dragon. We go with the Goblin Giant in front of the Dark Prince. Good Mini P.E.K.K.A. from him. We go with the Goblin Gang to defend there, and then we need to go with the regular Prince to defend his Electro Giant. Good Needle from him, good zap. We go with the bats, and then we go with the Spear Goblins to put a little bit of pressure. Hopefully the Spear Goblins will get enough damage. The Spear Goblins will get enough damage. The Fireball's in, and we win this match against Electro Giant. Electro Giant is a hard matchup, but we managed to win this, so that's pretty good for us, of course. And we're gonna see if we can get one more win. I hope so, but we will see. We have a next match, and here we go. We give him the good luck. We go with the Spear Goblins at the bridge. He goes with an Ice Spirit. Probably a Lock Bait, not what I want, but yeah, we can do anything about it. We go with the Dark Prince to defend his Knight. He goes with the Lock. Pretty good for us, of course. So we can go with the Goblin Giant. He has the Tesla, so we can go with the bats on the right. Ooh, he has X-Bow, so we go with the Fireball on top of his Tesla and on top of his archers. Hopefully we can get a little bit of damage. The Dark Prince will charge on top of his tower if he doesn't lock. He locks, pretty good lock, otherwise the Dark Prince would have got a connection. We go with the Spear Goblins, and now we need to cycle back to our next Goblin Giant because I think he will go with his X-Bow soon. He doesn't come with his X-Bow, pretty good for us, of course. Now we go just Goblin Gang for the Archer, and then we're gonna see what he does. He goes with the Goblin Gang and the Knight. We go with the Prince on the right to defend his Knight. The Knight will die and only get one hit. Yeah, only one hit. We let the Prince do. We're gonna zap his skeletons, so the Prince will go on top of his Tesla. That's what we want to, of course. We go with the Dark Prince on the right in the back. We're gonna see what he does. He goes with archers. We go then with the Goblin Giant and the Fireball on top of his archers. Hopefully we also get a Tesla. We don't get a Tesla, that's sad, of course, but we can kill the Knight. That's what also good. The Tesla is now defending if he goes with the X-bow on the right side. Not what we want, of course. Yeah, he goes with the X-bow. We go with the Prince. We go with the Dark Prince to kill his archers. And yeah, this will be a lot of damage, I guess. We go with the Goblin Gang here. We're gonna go with the Zap. Hopefully the Dark Prince, no, the Dark Prince doesn't kill the X-bow. We need to go with the Spear Goblins now to kill the X-bow. We kill the X-bow. We also have our Goblin Giant in cycle again. We go with the Goblin Giant on the left because he goes with his X-bow on the left. We go with the Dark Prince on the right. We go with the Zap here. It was a pretty bad Zap. We go with the Spear Goblins. And we go with the Fireball on top of his X-bow. We have our Goblin Giant again in cycle, but we don't have enough elixir, so we need to go with the Goblin Gang, and then we go with the Dark Prince, because we don't want an X-bow connection, of course. Now hopefully we can get enough elixir. We need to go with the Prince now. I was not sure if we could get the Goblin Giants. Now we go with the Spear Goblins. And now he goes with the next X-bow. We go with the Goblin Giant now. We can defend his right X-bow that is on the tower. We go with the Fireball now on top of his Tesla and his X-bow. Now his Tesla and X-bow are out of cycle, but he will cycle fast enough to a next one. So we go with the Goblin Gang. We go with the Dark Prince. And then we go with another Goblin Giant. We're just fast enough. Pretty good. But I think I will lose this one because I think he has matchup. I'm not sure because he cycles much faster than me. We go with the Prince to defend his X-bow. Yeah, it works out. We go with the Goblin Gang. Now we need to go on the right side. We're gonna build up a push on the right side. We go with Bats. And then we go with the Goblin Giant up high. We go with the Prince on the left. And we go with the Fireball on top of his X-bow and his Tesla. We go with the Zap on the left. Hopefully we can get a connection with the Prince. We don't get a connection. Pretty sad. Good defense from him. We go with the Goblin Giant in front of the Prince, the Dark Prince. We also go with a regular Prince behind it. We go with Spear Goblins. We go with the Fireball on top of his archers. And hopefully we also get his Knight. No, we don't get his Knight. We go with another Dark Prince, and he will win because of the X-bow connections that he got and because of the pretty solid defense of the Tesla. So yeah, not the best matchup, I guess, because he cycles a lot faster, and if he goes with the defensive X-bow he will lose, but he always gone with the offensive X-bow, and that is the reason why he won. So yeah, hopefully we can now get again 2 wins and not 1 win and a loss. But we will see. Hopefully against someone higher than me. Yes, against someone higher than me. That's good for us. We go with the Spear Goblins at the bridge if he doesn't play anything. Yeah, we go with the Spear Goblins at the bridge. He goes with the Bomber, so I guess Golem, also not a pretty good matchup for me. We go, he goes with the Giant Skeleton. We go with Bats on the right to defend the Bomber, and then we go with the Goblin Giant on the left to put a little bit of pressure. We can get a Dark Prince on top of his tower because it does splash on top of the Giant Skeleton and the tower. We're gonna see what he does. If he doesn't play anything, he goes with the Royal Giant. So we go with the Goblin Gang to defend the Giant Skeleton, and then we go with the Prince to defend his Royal Giant. We also go with the Dark Prince, so we don't get a lot of damage, but we still get a lot of damage, of course. We go with the Dark Prince on top of his Zappies, also good. We go with the Spear Goblins, hopefully to kill his Bomber. We manage to kill his Bomber. The Spear Goblins are on the tower, pretty good. That's a lot of damage. We only need 3 fireballs, but that I won't do. We go with Bats on the left. And then we start with the Goblin Giant in the back and see what he does. He also goes with the Giant Skeleton in the back. I would have go with the Prince on the left, but I go with the Goblin Gang, so we can Fireball zap his Hunter if he comes with it. There is a Hunter, we're gonna zap the bats and we're gonna Fireball his Hunter. We managed not to kill his Hunter, not what we want. We go with the Spear Goblins up high. We need the Dark Prince to defend his Goblin Barrel. And that's a lot of damage that we get. Not what we want, of course. We go with the Goblin Giant in front of the Dark Prince. And then we go with the Goblin Gang. He goes with the Zappies. We manage to get hopefully 2 hits from the Goblin Brawler. Yes, we get 2 hits from the Goblin Brawler. That's what we want to see. We can kill the Giant Skeleton, also what we want to see. And then we go with the Fireball and a Prince and Bats. Hopefully we can defend enough. We can't defend. We go with the Spear Goblins up high. You will go with Bats, yeah. We go with the Goblin Giant to defend the Prince a little bit of the right tower. And then we go with the Dark Prince. We can get again the splash damage on top of his tower because of the Giant Skeleton. We go with the Prince in the back to defend his Giant Skeleton soon. We go with the Fireball on top of his Bomber. We go with the Zap on top of his Bats. Good play from him. We go with the Spear Goblins in the back now. I think he will go with his Goblin Barrel, so we go with now the Goblin Giant up high. Good play from him. We need to go with the Goblin Gang. He will arrow, I guess. We go with the Fireball on top of his Hunter. The Giant Skeleton does a lot of damage, of course, onto the shield of the Dark Prince, but it doesn't kill the Dark Prince. We go again with the Prince in the back. We go with Bats on top of his Bomber. Good zappies from him. The Bomber doesn't splash on top of our on top of our tower. That's good. We go with the Goblin Gang to defend his Royal Giant. And now we go with the Goblin Giant. We go with the Fireball to kill his Hunter. And then we also go with the Zap. And we have the Spear Goblin connections. Yes, we managed to win this one. Pretty good plays from me. And now we hopefully get one more win. But we will see. We go with one more match, of course. And we're gonna see what we can do. We place again Paraphernalia. We're gonna see what he plays. We will start with the Goblin Gang at the bridge. He goes with the Princess. Probably Lockbait then. Not the best matchup. But hopefully we manage to win this one. The Dark Prince will not get any damage of the Princess. We go with the Prince on the left. It is a weird deck. Minions, Bomber and Princess and Skeletons. We go with the Goblin Giant in front of the Prince. And we go with Bats to hopefully defend his Skeletons if he comes with the Skeletons. He goes with the Barbarians. We go with the Zap on top of his Skeletons and Barbarians. And then the Prince will defend the Barbarians. Hopefully one hit on top of the Bomber. No, it doesn't get a hit on the Bomber. That is a pretty good play from him, of course. We go with the Dark Prince now on top of the Bomber. So that the Bomber only gets one hit. If you let the Bomber do, it will be 2 hits. We get a charged Dark Prince on top of his tower and another extra hit. We go with Spear Goblins to defend his minions. And hopefully get a little bit of chip. Yeah, because it goes with a pump in the back. We go with a Goblin Giant in the back. Because hopefully we can go with the Prince and the Fireball then. But we will see. He goes with the Giant on the right. We go with the Prince on the left. We have our Fireball ready to kill his Barbarians. He doesn't come with his Barbarians. Now he will come with the Barbarians, so we're gonna pre-Fireball. We didn't get the Barbarians, pretty sad. Now we need to defend our right side with the Princess and the Bomber. We go with Bats on top of his Bomber. And now we need to defend our left side. We go with spear goblins, we go with the zap, and we need to go with the fireball. Otherwise it will be a lot of damage. And then we need to go with the goblin gang. He will arrow this. Yes, he will arrow this. And we go with bats then on top of the princess. We go with the prince. We go with the spear goblins. He goes with the bomber, so we go with the dark prince on top of his bomber. We managed to kill his bomber, pretty good. Hopefully the dark prince will kill the princess. Yes, it does. And then we go with the goblin giant. And then the fireball on top of his barbarians. We managed to get all barbarians, pretty good. We go with the goblin gang and we go with the zap on top of his minions. We have a lot of... we get the king tower. Yes, we get the king tower. We get the 3 crown. We have 6,900. Pretty good. And hopefully we get a good legendary king's chest. We will see what we can get. The legendary king chest from 6,900, 15 trophies. We're gonna see what we get. We get gold, always good. This doesn't care because the both can go to max and aren't max, so we can go with gold only. Again, the same thing. Here we go for the giant because of the star points. Here it doesn't matter again. We go for the goblin gang because of the star points. We go for the lightning because the lightning can go to max. Still not, but now it is closer to max. And we can go for the log or the sparky. The sparky is further, but the log is better. So I don't know what to pick, but I will go for the sparky because then I can play maybe goblin giant sparky soon. And yeah, we will see. We managed to get 6,900. We are at 2,112 in the world. And here I will end the video. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know what you want to see next. See you next time.